Hi, I'm Jonah Comstock, Editor-in-Chief of pharmaphorum. I'm here at ASCO with Itziar Canamasas, the Global Head of Oncology at Boehringer Ingelheim. You guys have quite a bit of news at this show today around the Hernexeos and then some other data on the same drug in different cancers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and first of all, thank you so much for having me in your forum. And indeed, we're coming at ASCO in full force, presenting data of both Hernexeos as well as then obrixtamig, our DLL3 T-cell engager.
Got it. So let's talk about Hernexeos first, because there's several papers there, right? You're making progress in lung cancer, but also expanding to some of these other areas. So tell me a little bit about that, and what are the kind of highlights of the data? What are the ones that are really kind of making people look twice?
Mm-hmm. So first of all, speaking of Hernexeos, we've had within 1 year 2 New England Journal publications, both in pretreated patients with HER2 mutant non-small cell lung cancer and in first line. We are first to first line in this indication, having captured approval in the US earlier in the year. And as you rightly said so, here we're presenting data on Hernexeos in the frontline indication, speaking about patient-reported outcomes. We all speak about the importance of not only extending life, but extending life with quality. And what we are going to see in this poster, it's going to be the fact that patients receiving Hernexeos are feeling better within the first week, the majority of them. And that speaks to the tolerability of these agents that, coupled with the strong efficacy profile, really makes this product very unique.
Remind me, what's the mechanism of action here, and how novel is it?
Mm-hmm. It's a new generation HER2 TKI. It is oral, once a day. It is specifically and exquisitely designed to target HER2 and not EGFR. And that gives it also its strong efficacy, but also tolerable
the tolerability.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And tell me about the T-cell engager.
Yes, so the T-cell engager is a DLL3 T-cell engager that we are exploring in neuroendocrine cancers, both in extrapulmonary neuroendocrine cancers as well as then in small cell lung cancer. And we're presenting data on both these tumor types. In extrapulmonary neuroendocrine cancers, it's all about DLL3 and the importance of DLL3 and the levels of DLL3. And in small cell lung cancer, it's just an update on the combination with chemotherapy.
And so how far along are you with those?
Mm-hmm. We just initiated 2 phase 3 trials with obrixtamig in both frontline extrapulmonary neuroendocrine tumors as well as then frontline small cell lung cancer, and we are accruing them at the moment. Right?
So you're the global head of oncology. So put this data that you were showing at this show in context for me with Boehringer's larger strategy. What can we expect next, and sort of how does this exemplify where your priorities are right now?
Yes, so our mission is to bring unprecedented impact to people facing cancer. And by doing so, in order to do so, we really want to build brands that are going to impact as many patients as possible. We've spoken about obrixtamig and the 2 tumor types, but then in Hernexeos, we spoke about first non-small cell lung cancer HER2 mutants. But we are presenting data here at ASCO as well in breast cancer, in colorectal cancer, as well as in gastric cancer, that indicate the opportunity of truly impacting patients with HER2 aberrations across multiple kinds of indications. And then in addition, we also have a pipeline with multiple immuno-oncology agents, other targeted therapy agents. And we're really happy to continuously progress that and hopefully then build that portfolio of top brands for Boehringer and really meaningfully contribute to bringing that impact to patients.
So with something like the HER2 mutation, how is it different from cancer type to cancer type? I mean, is it very much cut and paste, or are you dealing with kind of new challenges, new ways that the body reacts in every indication?
Indeed, every tumor type has its own specifics, and that's why we need to continue then to study these mutations and or amplifications in each of the different tumor types. What we're seeing is a consistent effect. So we do see these signals, and we're currently studying it in what we call a pan-tumor trial in both the mutations, but then also the amplifications of our expression. So they were able then to understand if this impact to patients across different tumor entities is valid and can be offered to patients in the future.
So beyond kind of sharing what you're accomplishing at Boehringer Ingelheim, obviously
Yes.
this is a place where a lot of folks in oncology come together and take stock of how each other, what the advances are. What are some things you're keeping an eye on? What are some things you're excited to learn about as the conference goes on?
What is really exciting and matches how we are seeing our portfolio is the advances in precision oncology. Right? And we've spoken about HER2, we've spoken about DLL3, and this comes as a theme across the board for the conference. In addition, another theme that I've started to observe more and more is not the fact that we are advancing science, but also the importance of making sure that every patient has the opportunity to get access to those advances. And I attended, for example, a session earlier this morning where they were speaking about the importance and the relevance of it, about where that patient in a country is from, what they call the zip code effect. So that's a theme that I'm seeing emerging, and something that, let's say, a couple of years back wasn't as prominent in the conference.
What can a company like Boehringer Ingelheim do to sort of improve that access piece, especially when it comes to your own drugs?
Our goal is to bring this unprecedented impact. If we do so, that means we're really at the forefront of innovation. And innovation-based is what truly is going to help be best recognized in order to gain access to our medicines around the world.
Any other trends you're keeping an eye on? I know there's a lot of conversation about AI this year. I mean, how do you guys use AI in oncology at Boehringer?
Yes, artificial intelligence indeed is something that we're very much, active in. And as you rightly said, so it goes across the entire development path, right? From the way that we are discovering targets, right? Also the way that we are looking at biomarkers, to, let's say, the way that we're going to be interacting with our customers in the future, and how can we really enhance ourselves as humans into being more effective and more impactful. So indeed, we're experiencing or experimenting with artificial intelligence across the entire development path.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful.
Any final thoughts or anything you want to reiterate?
Yes, the key thing is to say that we truly appreciate the opportunity as a company to make an impact in oncology and to have the chance to bringing science forward and the impact to these people in need. Thank you so much.
Thank you.